Hi, people. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're chilling. I hope you're striving, you're succeeding, you're moving forward, you're not letting anything get in the way. And if something does arise in the way, you don't let it affect your work. I had a very strange dream last night, and yesterday, and the day before. But my dream consisted of very intertwined like intervals. It was intertwined intervals. And in each interval of the dream, I felt like I had all the riches in the world. And then the other interval, it was like a part of that, but it was still like I had everything, right? Not just like riches like money and wealth and stuff, but like love, prosperity. There was this grand gesture of like with water, and it was amazing. And as I kept moving on and I kept like escalating and sort of just going on to the next vortex portal that I could step into, it was it wasn't leaving me dry, you know? It was leaving me more than just like appreciating and being grateful for the moment. I was feeling grateful. I was feeling so appreciative. I was feeling so thankful. I was feeling everything. And on top of that, there was this like veil of like imaginary water that was just like making me float, allowing me to swim everywhere. Like I was just like flying and stuff. Like it was crazy. But the thing is, I think it's very important before you go to sleep the things that you do, whether it is listen to something, read something, or look at something. Those three things before going to sleep, and maybe even smell can really be doing that. But like those three things, like if you look at a picture of yourself or of a past relationship of somebody or with somebody, if you look at a picture with them of them, you're able to like imagine those past moments, right? And even though there's a certain kind of way to do it, how to sit in the past like without letting the past take over the present, and it's sort of like vice versa, like you can't be allowing the past to be brought up in such a constant and frequent way, because that's literally what's going to like elaborate the whole thing, right? But you don't want that. You've moved on from the past. You've moved on from these people that hurt you. You've moved on from whatever components or factor that was aligned with you, that you believed was yours, and all these like magnificent things. But we also need to allow ourselves to understand, and understanding the fact that we have come here to show the world our light, to show them how we shine in our light. And you know, it's so like it fathoms me. Sorry. Okay, first of all, I just also follow the feeling of just doing. So whenever I hear the little voice in my head saying like, okay, this morning I woke up, and the first thing I was like taking the shower, and the first couple things I heard was like, go outside, read a book. Okay. And so I'm getting ready and doing all that, getting my things together, going outside to read the book. And then later on, I'm like, another thought. And it's like, go study this or go look at this. I'm like, okay. But like, because I was already told to do something, I'm starting to do that thing. And I'm like kind of putting like a shut off on my brain, because that's like kind of how it works for me. I'm not able to, not yet at least, like just live in the present, you know, in the constant present. And I don't know if anybody really can, but my brain is always thinking about the next thing, next thing, next thing. And if not, and if I can't think about the next thing, like I can't really be thinking about the next thing because I need to let it rise by on its own, I start to think about what happened and how did I get here, you know? Because I low-key be thinking, like, I have no idea how I got here. I have no idea how I got here. I literally, like, if I really think about it right now, okay, sure, everything that happened, it happened. But genuinely, I have zero clue how the fuck I got here today. Like, to have gone through all that, like, literal, let me try to find a word to put it. Because I know that you guys have been through things, and when I think about those things, it makes me really, really sad. But when I think about the things that I've been through, it doesn't make me sad, because on the other end of that, I just grew into so much strength that the strength doesn't even, like, it cooperates, but because it has to. Like, you know, it doesn't even leave my body. Like, I'm always with strength. I'm always with this power. I'm always with this fire. And it's just blazing and blazing, you know? And so, like, the inner scope of all that and the dial that turns that is the presumptuous fact of a perspective. But as I say that, you know, one other thing, I am letting it flow out of my mouth, the things that come into my brain. And I'm believing, like, the things that are coming into my brain aren't genuinely my ideas. They're the higher self of me, you know? And God illuminating my brain to be able to see that, I'm so thankful. The universe showing me what there is and what I'm capable of, I'm so thankful, you know? And to be having this open mind, like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful of my group of, like, and it's, like, not even a real life group. Like, it's literally me, my higher self, God, the universe, spirit, my angels, my ancestors, you know, light, love guides me. Passion, trust, they guide me. Even though, like, emotions come and rise, anger might turn it over into being something else, or it might turn it over into being this thing that you interact with or have an effect on. It doesn't really, like, it doesn't really affect you, because you're able to just hold on. Okay, sorry. I was looking at that, like, over there, and I was like, I need to touch that. I need to play with that. That dude is mad annoying. Okay, my bad. He's not annoying, but he's, like, mad annoying for going over there, bro. Genuinely a big ass park, and, like, that shit triggers me so bad. Like, this happens to me so much. Like, one time, like, long time ago, I was on the bus. The bus was empty, dude. It triggers me because it was empty. The freaking bus was empty, okay? It was empty. And this guy comes and sits right next to me. He gets so close to me. And then I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna, like, okay, I knew he was gonna come sit next to me, but I didn't think he was actually going to take the step to be that close to me and sit that fucking close to me. Anyways, I'm like, I sit up and I look around, and then I don't even say anything. I'm just like, look, like, I point to the other seat that's empty, and he gets up and moves. Like, he has this, like, little smirk on him, like, and I'm just like, there's all these, like, genuinely, the bus was empty. It was me, there was this other lady in the front, maybe like 2 people in the back, but all these seats, 30 seats, 40 seats empty, and you decide to come over and sit next to me. I don't understand that. And just right here, there's this big park right here. And he decides to go right there. And maybe that's just like the energy, magnetism, and things like that. But at the same time, there needs to be like some kind of dual respect. Like if there's a big ass bus, there's seats everywhere, and you decide to sit next to this girl, like, you know, she's obviously gonna feel like a certain way because you're a fucking guy, you know. Especially me, like, I don't like sitting next to anybody. I don't like talking to anybody. I don't like anybody touching me. Like, I at work, also this other thing would happen. Like, I was working as a, I'm sorry, these stories come in because I feel like somebody needs to hear them, and so then that's why. Like, I know that it resonates with somebody listening here. But at work, I was a chef, and the head chef would come every single morning, and it was the weirdest shit ever. Like, he would hug everybody, like all the girls and the guys. He would like shake their hand and stuff, but like he would come to me and he would like grab onto my shoulder, and it was the weirdest shit ever, and I hated that shit. And so one day I told him, I was like, don't touch me, and he was like, okay. But like he felt some sort of way because I told him. And speaking on that, like he felt some sort of way. I told him and everything. He didn't do it again, and he respected my boundaries. But the fact that he felt some sort of way because I, you know, said something. And also I be calling people beautiful. I called somebody beautiful, and the reaction was like, so you think I'm gay? I said, you're beautiful. Do you not know what beautiful is? And so it's like this subjective that goes into their head that thinks that everybody's like attacking them or something. Like, okay, I have that sort of mentality. It's like victim mentality that I used to have. But it's not like that anymore. It's like I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in. I'm gonna stand up for what I like genuinely. I'm gonna stand up for myself. I'm not gonna be like turning stones over just to like have a look. Like, I'm turning stones over so I can find what I need to find, right? Anyways, moving back to what we were saying, this light that you just carry yourself with, that you're not even like putting it into perspective, that it's a magnitude. It's literally a magnet. You're literally a magnet. You know, like how the moon affects the tides and the tidal waves. It's like this, the moon, right? And because there's this gravitational pull from the moon, the water is like kind of orbiting around the earth, so that when it is like those times of days where the current like kind of pulls back, like you'll see when I think it's the Bastic the north, and like in the North Atlantic, something like that, it's like 30 centimeters, and then it's 15 meters, and like total that it like the shore, like you could see in certain time lapses where the boats are sitting there with the water, and the water like goes, you know, it's being pulled by the moon, by the gravitational pull. And so it's like, because the moon is always turning around the earth and the earth is always turning too, it's like following the moon and the earth at the same time. And it's like this like kind of eye on around the world, and it's like you know, it has like the gravitational pull because there's two axes on each side, and because the earth and the moon are moving at the like not at the same time, but like they're both moving, it's like certain times of the day is when you'll see like that there is not enough water on the shore, or not enough water on the shore. I don't know what I was getting with this. What the hell? It's like literally natural, the natural pull of the gravitational like systematic way that it works. Like it's genuinely natural. I'm having a stroke right now, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry. This is all over the place. Anyways, the entirety of this video and this talk is that you are at such like a catapult right now that you don't know when it's gonna launch you in the air. So you just need to be ready. Be ready and be ready. Just be ready and continue following the light. There's this, okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. There's this light that is like inside of you, inside of each and every one of us. And from all this trauma, from all this anguish, from all this like hurt that people have brought onto us, we have let it like excavate all the goodness in us and this and that. Like, we don't realize that a lot of the times that we are diminishing ourselves, we are diminishing our constant confidence, like that goes down and down. Like, we don't realize that some of the things that we say, some of the things that we do are what render that feeling of containing the light, right? Excuse me. And so this light, it's literally inside of you. It's literally inside of you. You can imagine, you can have such a humongous imagination to be able to bring that light out. And for one thing that I can say and that I've done, think about it like this. Like, you know how like in anime when they have that big force field around them and it's like nothing can get inside? Like, I have literally created that. As much as my brain has worked out to be against my favor, I have used my brain to work for me and in my favor. Okay? I have literally like deciphered in my brain. That's why it's taking me a longer while than most to finally like sit down with this or set stone and or like just be able to help people with it, you know, in my own way, because I just have my own way, you have your own way, and at the end, if we are all in this same goal of helping people, of elevating people, and not just helping them like physically, but like mentally, you know, getting them into the right mind state to be able to produce these golds and these riches for themselves. And so basically at the beginning, because I think I was talking in one of my videos, but like the light inside of me, whatever, the trust, not whatever, sorry. The light inside of me with the trust, the confidence, and the game that I have come up with, it has been like revolting inside of me. And so I transformed the energy into sugar and powder and crystals and fairy, like, you know what fairies drop? Like their little fairy like glitter, I don't know. But yeah, Tinkerbell. And with that, I've created this bigger like sphere around me. So it used to be small. And then after a while, I made it bigger, and it was like here, right? It was like around my shoulders. And after a while, I made it around my whole body. And then after a while, I made it around my whole, like 3 feet from me, and then 5 feet, and then around my whole room, you know? And then slowly but surely, it's gonna get around my entire atmosphere. And it's literally what I'm feeling right now. It's literally like I am imagining a big ass sphere. Like it's not even here. It's farther up there. It's like me with this whole tree. Like me and this tree are literally in this whole sphere, and we're literally being protected right now. And no matter what happens, and no matter in what direction I go, whether it is left or right, and you know, taking into the consideration that God guides me, and I listen to the word of Him, and I listen, and I don't, you know, I might do things like abruptly or too much at a time, but I listen, you know. I take the time to eventually just sit down and simmer with it all. But this big ass like sphere of protection, of trust, of abundance, of a manufacturer of yourself. You know, you created this life. You created this atmosphere. And not just an atmosphere to be and to live in, but to be able to create, procreate, imagine more, you know, console the fact that you're not alone. And so be it that you might not have anything physical to show you and give you that proof right now, but I am like in such gratitude and such thankfulness that like it doesn't even come into my head that it's not gonna work out. The fact that I said that it has no meaning. Like I put no meaning to it. If it doesn't work out, what does that even mean? Like, it's going to work out. It's going to work out in your favor. It's going to work out in my favor. It's going to work out for all of us. And period, point blank. Now that that's stated and given, focus on yourself. Focus on what you need to be doing. Focus on your art. Focus on how to calm and ease that mind, you know, that ruptured tie with yourself, you know. There's always room to be healing more, you know. What I heard today, there's never too much good energy. And that's true. There never is too much good energy, but there is like a limit that can be produced, you know. I feel like there's always like that, I need to do something else. I need to get out of this. I need to start over. I need to do something new, you know? And those are good things, right? Using it into that positive manner. I need something new. All right, I completed this assignment. I completed this task. I completed this evaluation. I did my test and I passed. So what's next? What's on for me, you know? What other goals and riches can I manifest into my life to not only be there for me, but also, what is that word? Double it, okay? Double it and give it to the next version of you, okay? And with that, there's like no limit to that. Like that there's no like stopping you from getting that. And one image that I was getting earlier was how money, so we say, I love this money and this money loves me, as in the fact that it's stated. I have so much gratitude in the word love that when I say I love, that means to me, like, I have so many different definitions, but when I say I love, that to me is, I'm so motherfucking grateful. I'm so grateful. And to be able to find those little things and little like small here and there for yourself, within yourself, you're able to establish this constant trust, this, okay, I got this, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna go, you know? Woo! So yeah, continue trusting yourself, continue being the best version of you that you know you can be. And as far as people and their words, people are always going to talk. People are going to always be envy. They're always going to be jealous. They're always going to be wanting to figure out what the hell you're doing, why you're doing it, why is it working for you and not for them. You don't need to worry about all of that. All you need to know is that it's going to work out for you and for your collective. And then after that, all you have to do is focus on yourself, okay? And with this manifestation ritual, with these just healing sounds, you know, like Reiki is so powerful, okay? Eliminating that bad energy, even from your hair and from your body that is like sitting with you, like energy can sit in any kind of way, and because we allow it to, that is when it makes us stagnant. But as soon as we're able to find out and not only like eliminate the fact, but also resemble that, it needs to be on solid ground, you know. But yeah, and then with that, like, you're just gonna have so many more riches and so many more imagination and dreams and everything else. And of course, all right, bro, pissed me off that that guy was over there, and I had to stand up. But it all happened for a reason. Like, dude didn't even do anything over there. He was just there with his loud ass music. And anyways, we're just gonna leave that alone. All right, folks. I hope you have a beautiful, motherfucking, magnificent day. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You're beautiful, smart, and peace and love will guide you wherever you go. Okay? Don't forget it. Don't forget it.